In a world where your every move might be scrutinized by someone lurking too close for comfort, it's time to awaken to the chilling reality of your own neighborhood. That friendly wave could mask a hidden agenda, and the seemingly casual encounters might be the precursor to an invasion of your privacy. Don't let this unsettling truth slip past you. Like this video and subscribe now to shield yourself from potential threats and ensure you never miss vital information that could protect your peace of mind. You know that uneasy sensation when you step outside and suddenly find a neighbor appearing as if by magic, tending to their lawn for the third time that day? This is not merely a figment of your imagination. It could be a sign of something more sinister. Often, the line between a friendly glance and an invasive watch can blur, transforming your once peaceful abode into a space where every movement feels scrutinized. If you ever find yourself whispering in your own home, your instincts might just be tuning into a dangerous reality. The patterns of behavior you observe may not only impact your peace of mind, but can also lead to escalating feelings of anxiety and paranoia. It's essential to recognize that these signs are often the precursors to a larger invasion of your personal space. Consider that the neighbor who seems overly interested in your comings and goings could be attempting to gain leverage over your life, whether consciously or unconsciously. Pay attention to subtle shifts in your own behavior. Are you becoming more guarded, less willing to share details of your day with those around you? This emotional toll can manifest in ways you might not initially recognize, such as increased stress or difficulty concentrating. Remember, it's not just about surveillance, it's about reclaiming your sense of comfort and safety in your own home. By acknowledging these troubling behaviors early on, you're taking the first crucial step in safeguarding your sanctuary. This video will unveil 5 unmistakable indicators suggesting that your neighbor is not just curious, but actively monitoring your life. These behaviors are not innocent quirks. They are major red flags that, if overlooked, can dismantle your tranquility. Stay tuned, and by the end, you will be equipped with the knowledge to identify potential hazards before they settle too comfortably in your vicinity. If you value your right to privacy, hit that subscribe button and join the journey towards safeguarding your sanctuary. But don't underestimate the power of awareness. Understanding these signs can empower you to take action before it's too late. The stakes are higher than ever in our interconnected world, where privacy feels increasingly elusive. As we delve deeper into these behaviors, consider the emotional and psychological toll they can take on your life. It's not just about physical security, it's about reclaiming your mental peace and ensuring that your home remains a safe haven. By recognizing these patterns early, you can initiate preventative measures that deter unwanted attention and protect your well-being. So, prepare to elevate your vigilance and restore your sense of safety as we explore these critical signs that should never be ignored. The first unmistakable sign to watch for is a neighbor who appears every time you leave your home. Have you experienced the unsettling coincidence of spotting the same neighbor repeatedly as you step outside? This phenomenon may not be mere happenstance. It could indicate that your movements are being closely watched. Casual interactions are one thing, but when it becomes apparent that someone seems almost magnetically drawn to your routine, it raises significant concerns. Consider the case of David, a retired firefighter who loved to take evening strolls after dinner. Initially, he dismissed the presence of a neighbor who seemed to be checking on his car every time he walked by, thinking it was purely coincidental. However, as time went on, David noticed that no matter the hour or weather, this neighbor was always there, engaged in peculiar activities that suggested more than mere coincidence. Such hypervigilant observation can signal unhealthy fixation, transforming your everyday life into their territory. If you find yourself feeling watched or uncomfortable, trust those instincts. They may be your first line of defense. Documenting these encounters can help clarify the situation and empower you to take action when necessary. To protect yourself from this creeping certainty, begin by documenting your observations. Maintain a log of dates, times, and any unusual behaviors you notice. Trust alone is insufficient when it comes to personal safety. You need concrete evidence of what's occurring. Additionally, technology can be your ally in this endeavor. Install surveillance cameras to monitor the space around your home. Over time, you may uncover patterns of behavior that reveal a neighbor's unsettling fixation. If you suspect you are being monitored, consider changing your routine. Vary your departure times and routes, and see if your neighbor adapts. This isn't paranoia, it's a vigilant approach to safeguarding your space. Also, take the time to familiarize yourself with your surroundings. Identify potential escape routes and safe zones in your neighborhood. Engage with other neighbors. Fostering community relations can provide support and may even alert you to similar experiences others are having. Remember, sharing your concerns with trusted friends or family fosters a safety net and ensures you aren't facing this unsettling reality alone. Building a network of vigilance can amplify your sense of security, making it harder for anyone with ill intentions to operate unnoticed. The second sign that your neighbor might be monitoring your life manifests through their technology. In today's world, surveillance no longer requires overt actions. It can happen quietly through electronic devices. If you start noticing a neighbor's camera angles that seem deliberately set to capture your private space, recognize that this is not a coincidence, but a calculated invasion of your privacy. The emotional toll of living under such scrutiny can be profound, transforming your home from a sanctuary into an invisible prison. Initially, you may experience minor inconveniences, a restless night, an inexplicable annoyance. But soon, anxiety may take root, and the comfort of your home can feel compromised. As you navigate this unsettling reality, consider the potential for even more invasive tactics, such as audio recording devices or smart home technologies being exploited against you. The rise of home automation has made it easier than ever for prying eyes and ears to invade your sanctuary. If you notice unusual sounds or echoes that suggest your conversations may not be private, trust your instincts. Protect your home by implementing measures like soundproofing or using privacy screens on windows. Don't underestimate the power of awareness. Take charge of your security, because reclaiming your space means safeguarding your mental health and restoring peace to your life. To combat this intrusion, become proactive in securing your personal space. Walk your property with a fresh perspective, searching for hidden cameras or suspicious Wi-Fi signals that may indicate digital surveillance. Arm yourself with technology that strengthens your defenses. A fortified network, security cameras pointed toward your property, and smart devices that actually serve you rather than spy on you. Remember, the ultimate victory lies not merely in surviving surveillance but in refusing to surrender your mental freedom. Set and maintain clear boundaries, both visibly and digitally, and reclaim the space that is rightfully yours. Additionally, consider employing physical deterrents such as motion-activated lights or privacy screens that obscure your home from prying eyes. Engaging with your local community can also bolster your defenses. Forming alliances with neighbors fosters a collective vigilance that makes it harder for intrusive behaviors to go unnoticed. Be vigilant about your online presence as well. Regularly audit your social media settings and limit what you share publicly. Always stay informed about the latest security technologies and practices, as knowledge is your best ally in this battle for privacy. By taking these proactive measures, you fortify your sanctuary and empower yourself to live freely, knowing you have taken every step to protect your peace of mind. A third sign that your neighbor may be encroaching on your privacy is when they possess knowledge about your life that exceeds what you have willingly shared. In today's information-driven age, it takes only a few overheard conversations for someone to piece together a startlingly accurate profile of your life. When a neighbor begins making comments about personal matters that you have not discussed openly, it is a clear indication of an unsettling dynamic at play. Subtle mentions about your family, your recent purchases, or even your daily routines can reveal a covert level of surveillance that should not be dismissed. Moreover, consider the implications of social media in this context. In an era where sharing life updates has become commonplace, it's vital to be cautious about what you post online. A neighbor who seems to know more about your life than they should may be feasting on the breadcrumbs you unintentionally leave behind on platforms like Facebook or Instagram. This digital footprint can paint a vivid picture of your daily activities, and a savvy observer may leverage this information to manipulate interactions or invade your privacy further. If you find yourself in this situation, it's crucial to take preemptive steps. Start by reviewing your privacy settings on social media and minimize the amount of personal information shared publicly. Be vigilant about your surroundings. If you notice your neighbor lurking during moments when you are on the phone or entertaining guests, it's time to reassess your comfort level. Establish boundaries firmly. Don't hesitate to call out intrusive questions or dismiss unwarranted comments. Your life is yours to share, and discerning who is worthy of that is a key aspect of safeguarding your personal space. This invasion of your privacy can distort your sense of safety and freedom. You may start to second-guess your words and censor your conversations, wondering what has been overheard and cataloged. The Stoic approach reminds us that while we cannot control the actions of others, we can reclaim authority over our own responses. Therefore, it becomes crucial to establish strict boundaries around your private life. Test the waters by sharing fictional plans to gauge your neighbor's knowledge, and tighten your defenses by limiting discussions near windows and being cautious about what you share online. Protecting your information is not paranoia. It is a wise precaution to help maintain control over what should remain private. Moreover, consider implementing physical barriers to reinforce your privacy, such as installing window treatments or privacy fences that obstruct unwanted views. Cultivate a culture of discretion within your own home. Encourage family members to be mindful of conversations and the devices they use. Regularly review the privacy settings on your social media accounts and be selective with the information you disclose to acquaintances. This vigilance fortifies your defenses and sends a clear message to those who might be tempted to invade your space. Your life is not an open book, and your sanctuary remains off limits. Physical evidence around your property can serve as a fourth sign that your neighbor is encroaching on your personal space. When you discover tangible indicators of someone observing or interacting with your belongings without consent, it transforms your concerns from mere feelings into something concrete. Consider the unsettling experience of Richard, who noticed subtle changes in his home environment. His welcome mat adjusted, his potted plant turned, and his mailbox oddly ajar. At first, he brushed these off as coincidences, but deep down, he sensed an unsettling truth. Every small alteration can signal a breach of your privacy, igniting a sense of vulnerability that should not be taken lightly. Keep an eye out for other anomalies, such as things being moved or misplaced, that may hint at someone trespassing on your turf. If you find items that seem out of place or evidence of tampering, it's crucial to act swiftly. Document each incident meticulously. These records might serve as essential proof, should you need to escalate the situation to authorities. Enhancement of your home security is paramount. Consider installing motion sensor lights or a security system that alerts you to unexpected activity. This proactive approach not only helps in protecting your belongings, but also reinforces your sense of safety in your own space. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, don't dismiss it. Taking action now can prevent future problems and ensure your home remains the sanctuary you deserve. These disturbances to your personal sanctuary are more than just minor annoyances. They represent an erosion of the comfort and security that your home should provide. To fortify your defenses, consider setting up simple telltales that can alert you to unauthorized entries. Document any disturbances meticulously, creating a detailed record of events that can be invaluable if the situation escalates. Recognize that acknowledging this invasion is essential, and although you cannot prevent every external intrusion, you can determine how to respond internally. By securing your home and maintaining your peace of mind, you reclaim your autonomy. Moreover, consider investing in home security systems that include motion detectors and alarms. These tools not only serve as deterrents, but also provide peace of mind, allowing you to live without the constant dread of being watched. Engaging with your community can also be an effective strategy. Building relationships with trustworthy neighbors can create a network of vigilance. Together, you can share information, watch out for one another, and report any suspicious behavior. This communal approach can cultivate a safer environment, fostering a sense of belonging while strengthening your defenses against unwanted attention. Trust that taking proactive measures will empower you to reclaim your sanctuary. The fifth and final sign indicating that your neighbor has crossed the line from mere curiosity to an unhealthy obsession is their increasingly invasive behavior. Studies show that in the majority of stalking scenarios, victims often overlook early warning signs, mistaking them for harmless interest. These escalations are rarely abrupt. They develop gradually, often normalizing intrusive behavior until it becomes a significant threat. Reflect on any interactions that have left you feeling uneasy, lingering conversations, odd comments that seem too prescient. These may be subtle indicators of a predator at work. Moreover, pay attention to the emotional weight of these interactions. If your gut feeling tells you something is off, don't disregard it. Small behaviors, like your neighbor knowing details about your life that are not public knowledge, can escalate into more severe violations. You might notice an increase in unsolicited visits or unexpected encounters that disrupt your daily routine. If they start showing up at places where you frequent, like your favorite coffee shop or gym, it's a clear breach of boundaries. By recognizing these alarming patterns early, you can take proactive measures. Consider having conversations with friends or family about your concerns. Sharing your experiences can provide valuable perspectives and support. Trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Safeguarding your peace of mind requires vigilance and courage. Don't let fear silence your voice. Consider Karen's experience. She initially dismissed her neighbor's enthusiastic greetings and seemingly innocent inquiries about her life. However, when he presented her with a note referencing a private trip she had mentioned only in passing, alarm bells should have rung. The situation worsened as the neighbor began entering her backyard under the pretext of checking on her property. This illustrates the dangerous progression from neighborly interest to obsession, where you are no longer seen as an individual, but rather as an object to monitor and control without consent. In moments like this, it's crucial to recognize that boundaries are not just social conventions, they are vital to your safety. Karen's story serves as a stark reminder that once someone feels entitled to invade your personal space, the threat becomes very real. It's essential to trust your instincts and take immediate action if you feel uncomfortable. Consider speaking assertively to your neighbor about the importance of respecting your privacy. Clearly defining your boundaries can often halt unwanted behaviors before they escalate. Additionally, confiding in trusted friends or family can provide necessary support and reassurance, further fortifying your defenses. Would you want to risk your peace of mind? Protect your sanctuary before it's too late. A Stoic response emphasizes the importance of immediate and rational action. As Marcus Aurelius taught, it is our actions, not external threats, that define us. Build your defense by documenting every oddity, and if the behavior escalates, do not hesitate to involve local authorities. They are there to intervene before a situation becomes tragic. Reach out to trusted friends and family to counteract any attempts to isolate you. This is about safeguarding your life and your right to exist without fear. Recognizing obsessive behavior early and acting decisively is crucial. Your instincts are honed tools for survival. Trust them, for silence will not protect you, action will. Moreover, consider developing a support network that shares your concerns. This group can serve as a sounding board, helping you validate your experiences and providing additional perspectives on the situation. Actively engage in community events or neighborhood watch programs to foster a sense of collective vigilance. When you unite with like-minded individuals, the power of awareness multiplies, creating a safer environment for everyone. Remember, knowledge is your best armor. Educate yourself on local laws regarding harassment and surveillance. By understanding your rights, you solidify your position and empower yourself to take informed action. Together, we can create a fortified community where privacy is not just a hope, but a fundamental right. Congratulations on reaching the end of this vital exploration. You are now among the few who can distinguish between a friendly neighbor and someone who might covertly invade your life. With this knowledge at your disposal, you can identify warning signs and implement strategies to protect your sanctuary before it becomes someone else's playground. Awareness is not about dwelling in fear. It's about taking proactive measures, ensuring your peace of mind remains intact. You deserve to live openly and freely, without the need to second-guess your surroundings. So, trust your instincts, safeguard your space, and if this video has resonated with you, don't hesitate. Subscribe and become part of a community that prioritizes vigilance over vulnerability. The next video could be your next line of defense. Click it now and fortify your peace of mind.